Good morning, everybody. I am so excited today because I found the perfect ultimate eyeshadow palette that I will use forever and ever and ever. I actually bought a couple of them so I would never run out because I know it's going to get discontinued eventually. They all do, right? It is the most beautiful eyeshadow palette I've ever used. It's got a bunch of colors in it. It's from BH Cosmetics and it's under $25. If you're interested in seeing this and seeing the kinds of looks you can get out of it, stay with me because we're going to start right now. So you're ready to try out my new Opalescent palette from BH Cosmetics. I'm telling you, this is amazing. It was a 24 or 21, I can't remember, dollar palette, and it absolutely has the most gorgeous colors in it, which is so nice. They're very neutral, but there's some fun things in here. There's a purple, there's like a bright corally pink, there's a very dark brown, matte, and then a shimmery dark brown. There's a bright gold. There are lots of colors in here that you can play with, and I just wanted to show this to you because I'm just loving this palette so much. I've worn it several times, and honestly, the colors don't crease at all. Of course, I do use my MAC Painterly Paint Pot as my eyeshadow base, but I'm telling you, this is such an amazing palette to go out and purchase. It's just so worth the money. Also in here, there is a matte cream color, which you can use to tone things down if you get a little too much shimmer. And you can use it inside right in here. If, like me, you tend to get a little bit of gray in that eye area. It's just the perfect, I guess, beigey nude color. It's gorgeous. So, all that being said, let's start using these colors because I really do think you're gonna like them when you see them on. Now let's get this hair out of the way. Grab a brush, and I'm just using my Jaclyn Hill brush set for these, nothing fancy. And I'm gonna start with Flutter, which is the beigey one I told you about, creamy one. I'm gonna put this up on my brow. You can see it's pretty light. Doesn't have a ton of color. These shadows have just the perfect amount of pigment. They're certainly not pressed pigments. They are just eyeshadows, but boy, they're beautiful. And they hold up well and they last well, and a little goes a long way. I'm super excited about these. So I think the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm thinking I want sort of a purpley look today. So I'm gonna take this color right here called Wish. And let's see, I'm gonna put this right on my lid. So let's do this real fast. Right down here on my lid. Whew. Yeah, there's a lot of pigment there. But that's okay. We wanna blend this around. Oh my gosh, I love that color, look at that. It's a really pretty reddish purple. If you are someone who has a sensitivity to purples, and a lot of people do because of the red dye that's in them, this may not be a great palette for you, but if that's not an issue for you, I'm telling you, you're gonna love this. This palette, I think, has every color I love from all of the other palettes that I have, which is what drew me to it in the first place. So let's do purple. We're gonna do a purple smoky eye, I just decided now. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. There we go. I got a new haircut, which I'm gonna show you too. You can't tell at this moment, but I'm kind of excited about it. So let's see. So we've got this purple on my lid, nice and blended. What I'm gonna do now is I am going to go into Opulent, which is the shimmery of the browns. Let me get a different brush though. I want something a little fluffier. I'm gonna take a little of Opulent, a little bit, just kind of dab, and add this to my crease, because I do wanna darken that crease color a little bit, add some shape to my eye. Okay, good. Do a little more. I want to do both sides and then I'll go back and do some blending. And all my other makeup is on, so this isn't a 3-hour video. It's going to be a quick eyeshadow tutorial. And you know, if you have these colors in other palettes and you like this look, just do it. You know, I mean, you don't have to have this palette for this look. I just want to show it to you. And this video, again, not sponsored in any way. I went out and bought this. I'm not on anyone's PR list, so there you go. You always get honest reviews from me and honest opinions from me because nobody is paying me to do any of it. I just do it because I love it. Okay, now let's take a look. I want to look. There we go. So that's nice because that purple is sort of fading into the brown in my transition and my crease color. Okay, a little more blending. I always say if you don't have time to blend, you don't have time to use those colors. So give yourself a little bit of time, especially if you're trying something for the first time. Okay, that is pretty, isn't it? Do you like it? Pretty, pretty. Okay, now let's go on another brush. And I'm gonna go into a lighter one. There is a really pretty lilac color here called Twilight. I'm gonna take a little of this and I'm gonna add it to the flutter that I put up here just because I want a little bit of shimmer here, and I want it to be that lilac color because I want it to tie into the purple a little bit. A little more, there we go. And then just back and forth to soften it. Make sure it's blended into the brown nicely. Okay, that looks good. Ooh, I like that. That looks really pretty. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my pencil brush. This one is this, oh, this is from Jaclyn Hill too. I didn't realize that. Tiny little pencil brush. Go back into my purple color on the bottom, the one that was called Wish down here. And I'm gonna look really closely into the mirror, so don't freak out. And I wanna do underneath. Now I'm not covering my dark eyeliner. You know I'm the eyeliner freak. I'm just doing this sort of halfway on top and a little bit below. Do you see a difference? It just kind of smokes it out a little bit. Now I'm gonna look in the mirror once it's done, because this is a step that it's just really super fun to do, but it's also really important, again, that both sides be the same. And guess what? They're not. So let me fix this. This is a little too much on this side. Try that again. Oh man, I love a smoky eye, especially in a color. You know, for ages and ages and ages, we only did smoky eyes in browns and blacks and dark colors like that and grays. It's so much fun to do it with color. And in this day and age when there are absolutely no rules about anything, this is a great time to try this out if you haven't, because you'll like it a lot. It just adds some fun to your life. All right, so eyeshadows are almost done. I want to do just a tiny bit more blending with a big fluffy brush. So let's do that, a little blend in here. And then I'm going to take a little bit more of the one called Wish, which is that light purple, and on a little paddle brush. Let's do that. A little bit of, I'm sorry, not Wish, I apologize. Twilight is the one I'm going to do. And I'm just going to pat this on the, right here, on sort of like the ball of my eye right here. I hate calling it that. Trisha McAvoy always called it the ball of your eye. Okay, just pat it on just to add a little bit of light right there in the middle. Good. Okay, now, because I did that, what I'm gonna need to do is retouch my eyeliner. So I did leave my eyeliner out. And today I'm using a Milani eyeliner in Brown Burst, which is a very, very good dupe for the Marc Jacobs Rococo. And of course, I'll list everything below. So you can look at the products, I'll put the prices there so you can decide if this is something that you want. But again, this is all about this one eyeshadow palette, and I'm telling you, I could get 100 looks out of this. So give me just a second, I'm gonna go off camera and get my mascara on, and I will be right back to show you the final look. Okay everybody, I am back and the mascara is on. As you know, you can't tell what a look is gonna be like until you get that mascara on. So don't ever judge your look until you finish it up with some mascara. Look, I'm gonna get close. That's pretty, right? Look at those colors, gorgeous. And I wanted to tell you about my new hair. I didn't get anything cut on this side. It's nice and long, for me, that's long. This side's short, so I've got like a little weird angular thing going on here, which I really like. It's exactly what I wanted. So this side's a little shorter, this side's a little longer, and I just thought, well, that's a fun way to show a little bit of personality. My bangs are a little choppy, so hopefully they won't torture me as much as they usually do when I make these videos. But anyway, it's not about my hair. It's just about this eyeshadow palette. Again, where did it go? It's called Opulence. It is absolutely beautiful. It is worth every penny that it costs. It's got a huge mirror too, by the way, which I think is nice. So if you need some eyeshadows, like we all need more eyeshadows, right? Run and grab this one, because I have a feeling this is gonna be the one I grab every single day to get a million different looks from. So that being said, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe. You know, that helps me more than you know. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.